student, in our previous lecture, we study about the male reproductive system. In that male reproductive system and the female reproductive system, we study about the different type of these structures. In that we are taking that the normal and the essential, that means we can say that the main and the accessory part of the male reproductive system. And then we study about the female and we study in that the main organ and the accessory organ of the female reproductive system. Afterward, we start a gametogenesis, that is known as the pre-fertilization event. In that pre-fertilization that we are study about the gametogenesis. In that gametogenesis, we take that the spermatogenesis. In that spermatogenesis, that means that is a production of the sperm. In that we are taking that in male, the spermatogenesis, it will be a start from the puberty. In that the initial cell that is known as a spermatogonia, there are the 2N structure is present. Afterward, by the mitosis, it will be a continuously increase into the cell, and that is called the multiplication phase. Afterward, when the primary spermatocytes are developed, at that time we say that the primary spermatocyte, they are also known as the spermatogonia, cause a one cell is continuously divided by the mitosis, it will be converted into the a spermatogonia, but we are just giving a different name, and that's why it is known as the a primary spermatocyte. Now afterward, we are taking that in that what is present, meiosis will happen. In that meiosis, what happened? First mitosis 1 and then mitosis 2. When the first one, it is a mitosis 1, it will be a form that is called the secondary spermatocyte. Afterward, the second dividation occur, meiotic division will occur and converted into spermatid. But at that time, I told you that cells are same, but they has to enter in some phases. And here the spermatogenesis that initially says, and afterward when we can say that which cells are present. So here the secondary spermatocytes, they are converted into spermatid and that is converted into sperm. So simply if we are taking the structure, so here that we are taking this structure, in that we are able to say that what we are taking, that is called the spermiogenesis. What is the meaning of the spermiogenesis? So in that we are taking that it is called the spermiogenesis. Now in that spermiogenesis, what is present? Which are the cell? So it is called the spermatids. The spermatids, it has this type of shape. It is like a normal cell. Okay, so this is called the 2N structure. Okay, or the N structure. Yes, it is which type of structure? It is an N structure. Okay, that's why we are calling them what? A spermatid. But this spermatids, afterward, what happened? So they are enter into the which situation? So we are calling them spermiogenesis. What is the meaning of spermiogenesis? The body of cell is converted into the 3 parts. Okay, that means the body of cell is changed. That is called what? A spermiogenesis. That means if we are talking about the sperm, then which type of structure is present in that? So simply we can say sperm are divided into 3 parts. Which 3 parts? So this type of structure. This type of structure is present. Now here we are taking that okay, this is the structure of sperm. But that we can simply say that sperms, They are the made up of the what? A cell membrane, the outer covering. This what I draw. This is called the outer covering, and this outer covering is made up of the what? That is called the cell membrane. What it is called? It is a cell membrane. And cell membrane, then we also know it is what? A plasma membrane. I am talking about the outer structure, and that outer structure is made up of the plasma membrane. Now, if we are see the inner structure, then what is present in that? This type of nucleus is present. This type of structure is present. The upper structure, this one. This is the what? Upper structure. This is nucleus. Then we are taking the middle region. In that middle region, what is present? So here upper side and lower side, what is present? Which structure is present? So here upper and the lower side centrosomes are present. Where here in between this structure, here what is present? So you can see that this is this type of structure. This type of structure is present. Now here that we are taking that the upper region, this one, it is called the head region. Okay, this one, it is known as the what? A neck region. This structure, it is known as the what? It is called which area? Middle piece. And this is called the tail. This type of structure is present. Now, if we understand it properly, then if we are taking the structure of sperm, then we are says that they are the microscopic structure. It is a very small structure. In that totally 4 parts are present. Head, neck, middle piece and tail is present. But if you see that, then what is present? The neck we are not taking that. So the sperm are only divided in mainly 3 parts. Head, middle piece and tail. If we are take according to the book, then in the head region, the upper part, that is called the acrosome. This is called the what? Acrosome. In acrosome, different type of enzymes are present. The enzyme is compulsorily needed because when the sperm enter into the ova, here the enzyme is present which make a pore into the ova, and then this nucleus is enter into the where? Ovary. So here in the acrosome there are the what is present? Enzymes are present. Now if we see that, then it is what? A cap-like structure. What it is called? Cap-like structure. Then we come at the lower side, and this is the what? A haploid nucleus. Here what is present? Haploid nucleus is present. Then afterward we are taking that, so in the middle area numerous, so many numbers, what is present? Mitochondria are present. Why mitochondria? So we studied in 11. Mitochondria, they are the powerhouse. So what they are producing? Energy. And that energy is needed by the sperm for the movement of the tail. Sperm are produced into the male body, but it has to go up to the female body, and that's why they need the energy, and that energy is provided by the what? A mitochondria. So simply we can say that the mitochondria provide the energy for the swimming to sperm. Therefore the what? Swimming, cause they has to enter into the female body, and that's why the mitochondria, they are the very important. So the so many number of the mitochondria, they are present into the middle piece. At last, what is present? Tail is present, and tail is for the vigorous movement. Why the vigorous movement? So they are move easily and reach up to the female body for the fertilization. This is the essential for the what? Fertilization. Even we can say that they are providing the facility to sperm for the movement or the motility. Without them, sperm, they are not able to move. So this is a structure of the sperm which is given in our book. Again, that we are taking that sperm, it is divided in 4 parts: head, neck, middle piece, and it is called a tail. Now we take the another point, then head. At the upper side, cap-like structure is present, and that is called the acrosome. In that acrosome, so many enzymes are present. It is needed cause it has to go. That nucleus has to enter inside the ova. So for that, here the enzymes are needed. Then here you can see that the haploid developed nucleus is present. That nucleus afterward, this thing is present into the head. Neck is only for to join head and the what? Middle piece. Where in middle piece, what is present? Mitochondria are present. Thus mitochondria, they are provide the energy for the movement or the facilitate movement or the motility of the what? Sperm. Where the tail is responsible for the what? Movement. It's providing the movement to the sperm. So this type of structure is present. That is given in our book. If we study something extra, then this structure is present that we are taking that here. See. This is acrosome. The head is made up of the 2 organelles, and that 2 organelles, they are known as the what? A Golgi body plus vacuoles. These 2 structures are present. This is the extra. Remember again, acrosome, or this is completely head. This complete head is made up of the Golgi body and the vacuoles. When the sperm are formed, initially that I told you, where you are taking the spermatids. So at that time, what is present? So this is the spermatid. It has end structure, and this is the nucleus. Surrounding them, what is present? So surrounding them, so many organelles are present. Golgi body. Then what is present? Vacuoles are present. That so many structures are present surrounding to them. Now here, this round shaped cell, it is converted into sperm. So that means what? Only the arrangement of the organelles, and that's why what is the form? So here, this one here, you can see that the vacuoles are present. The main part of the head is made up of the vacuoles. Okay, surrounding the what? Nucleus. Where upper part or the acrosome is made up of the Golgi body. It take a time, but we only just remember that this middle part, that is made up of the vacuoles, but the upper part, it is made up of the Golgi body. That means the acrosome. In that one enzyme is present, that is called hyaluronidase. This enzyme is present, that is called hyaluronidase. This enzyme is the main which is responsible for the entry of male nucleus into the female ova. It is compulsorily needed, okay, to the rupture outer body of ova. That is called the hyaluronidase. This enzyme is present. Now, if we are take this middle area, okay, then what is present? Centrioles are present. There are the 2 centrioles are present. I told you in biology, we are taking the two part. Okay, that the proximal and the distal. But this proximal and distal we are taking by the what? To take one particular part. From that we are able to decide it distal or the what? A proximal part. Okay, so here if we are see that this is the head structure. So here there are the two centrioles are present. So this one we are called the proximal centriole. Yes, and this is called the what? A distal, which is present in the lower side. Now from that the centriole microtubules are present. That microtubules they are reached up to the which part? Distal part. Remember, these things are not given in our book. So remember again what is present. So near to the head the centrioles are present. That is called what is? That is the proximal. Where here it is called the distal. So the microtubules which are produced from the proximal part, that will be a reach up to the distal. And they are making the middle piece. On that fibers, you are able to see this picture in your book. See, this is the middle line. Okay, this is the middle line. That is what a microtubules which are produced from that. Okay, now same way the distal centromere they are also produce the what? Microtubules. So that microtubules they are forming the tail. Tail is not the extra structure. For the formation of tail, any organelles are not involved. Only what is present? Centrioles. From that, the microtubules are present, and that microtubules they are present into the what? Tail. For the formation of tail. So this is the structure of sperm. They are work like that. Okay, this is the structure of, we can say that the sperm. But this is not only the sperm which is released by the male at a one time. 200 to 300 million sperm are released by male at a once when they are eject. Okay, again for the coitus. Okay, or at a time of the insemination. Remember, coitus or the insemination. At that time, at a one time, male is ejected 200 to 300 million what? Sperm. But all of them, they are not for the they have a same structure. We can say that from that 60% they have the proper structure and shape. They are only for the what? Proper structure and the what? Shape. Where other 40% they have the vigorous motility. What have? 40% they have the vigorous motility. Again, in the male, in the coitus process or the insemination, at a one ejection, they are secrete 200 to 300 million sperm. From that, 60% are the normal shape and size. 60% have the what? Normal shape and size. Where the other 40%, they have what? So they have the vigorous movement. Vigorous movement, that means they are the fast for the what? Copulation. That means what? They are the fast for the what? To make a fertilized egg. So this is, we are talking about the normal male. This thing is present into the normal male. This type of structure is present. Now you studied in your chapter number 22 in your 11 when we are talking about the testes. So in male it is directly connected with the central nervous system. So we can say that the hormones are not related with this all process. Hormones are completely, they are command this all process. They control the process. Okay. Mainly there are the gonadotropin hormones. They are related, they are control all this process. But you can say that the testes are produces sperm by their own. They don't have any type of the what? Collaboration. How they are enter into the epididymis. How they are become a mature. So this thing they are interconnected with each other. So we can simply say that Here, the sperm are released from the seminiferous duct. Secretion of the epididymis, vas differentiation, seminal vesicles and the prostate are the essential for the maturation and the motility of sperm. So here that we can say that testes in that seminiferous tubules, they are only producing sperm, but they are not mature into that. They are mature into the epididymis and afterward they are secreted. But for that secretion, we studied that only sperm are not coming that. There are other two structures are also present. Okay, sorry, three structures are present. That is called the accessory duct. Here they are giving only two, but that is not true. There are the three structures are present. That we will study it into the previous year. And that three are the bulbourethral gland, prostate gland and seminal vesicles. These three are the gland. That is called these three. They are secrete. That is called the seminal plasma. Now that is a mix with the what? A sperm. And now it is connected semen. That semen is secreted into the female body, not a seminal plasma. Remember, seminal plasma is nothing but it is the secretion of the three glands. They are not fertilize the female. In that, sperm has to be cooperative. That means sperm has to be a mix. And that is this whole structure known as the semen. And that's why the process is known as the insemination. Semen are secreted inside the female body. And it is known as the what? Insemination. Now we are taking that. Again, the sperm are released from the seminiferous tubules. They are entered into the epididymis. From that epididymis, the secretion of the seminal plasma, prostate gland, they all are mixed with that. It is converted into that semen, and semen is very important for the fertilization of female. Now, if we are take the structure of the semen, so what is the structure of that? So we are taking that semen. It is white in color. It is a thick structure. It is which color? White. This is the extra. This point is extra. Not given in your book. So remember, it's a semen. Semen is a white and the thick structure. Same thing that I told you that. What is present? So first, seminiferous tubules are present. That produce sperm. It is entered into the epididymis. That became a mature. Afterward, it is in that the secretion of the different glands, they are mixed. There are the three glands are present. So I just write over here accessory duct. Accessory glands. Secretion of that accessory gland, they are mixed with the what? A mature sperm. Clear? And now it is converted into what? A semen. Clear? Again, it's a white color. Why white color? Because of the prostate gland. Why it is thick? Because of the prostate gland. Okay, nutrition, thickness, color, everything is provided by the prostate gland. So it's a white, thick. Sperm are produced into the what? A seminiferous tubules. From that seminiferous tubules, it is entered into the epididymis, where they are become a mature. After the maturation, that sperm is mixed with the accessory duct secretion that we are called seminal plasma. And it is converted into semen. So simply we can say that sperm plus seminal plasma, known as the what? A semen. What we are calling them? Semen. So this type of structure is present. Again, once we revise, in male, sperm are produced by the what? Testes. We says that what is present in that? So the initial structure that we are called spermatids. Spermatids are round in shape. That is, enter into spermiogenesis. Because of that, they are divided in mainly three parts: head region, middle piece, and tail. The head region, in that the upper part is present, that is called the acrosome. Then the lower part or the middle part, what is present? So they have the haploid developed nucleus is present. This is the head structure. Then in middle area, what is present? Abundance amount of the what? Mitochondria. This mitochondria, they are responsible for the give the energy for the movement. At last, tail is present for the facilitate movement. Then we take that the sperm is the microscopic structure. In male, in a one ejection at a coitus, there are the 200 to 300 million sperm are secreted. From 60% of them, they are which type? So they are the normal in shape and size. But the other 40%, they are for what? So they are for the vigorous movement. Afterward, we discuss that they are enter into the accessory duct, like the epididymis, okay, and the what other vasa differentiation. Then the mixture of the accessory duct are going to be a mix from the prostate gland, seminal vesicles. And now, where the sperm is a mix with the seminal plasma, it is called a semen, which are the responsible for the fertilized ova. Then after, we take in extra, what is the semen? So it is a white and thick structure. It is produced by the seminiferous tubules. It is producing what? A sperm. Then it is mature in epididymis. Then they are mixed with the accessory gland secretion, and that is called the seminal plasma. Due to that, what will be a form? Semen. Okay, and this is the important. Now we are taking that, then which hormones are regulate this structure and how they are important for the what? A male body. So here we are taking that important of the pituitary hormones in this permeation. Spermatogenesis is controlled by the hormones. You can say that which is the main gland in our body for the control all type of the glands or the endocrine gland. So yes, we just remember that is what? Hypothalamus. Hypothalamus, it has also power to control the master gland, and that is called the pituitary. So we can say that the hypothalamus is control all the endocrine gland which is present in our body. So here we can say that simply it is control what? Pituitary gland? Yes. So you can say that how many hormones are secreted from the hypothalamus which control the pituitary gland? If you remember, then there are the two hormones, RH and IH. RH, that means the releasing hormones, and IH, that means what? Inhibitory hormones. Now, pituitary is divided in two parts, actually three, but we don't have to go in detail. We just remember there are the anterior pituitary gland, and other it is known as the what? Posterior pituitary gland. So anyone can say that gonadotropin hormones is secreted by anterior pituitary or the posterior pituitary. If you just remember, then we can say that it is secreted by the what? Anterior pituitary. So that I told you, if you want to secrete any hormones, then you need a releasing hormones according to that, secreted by hypothalamus. So that is called the GnRH, gonadotropin releasing hormones, which directly affect the pituitary gland, in that the anterior pituitary, and it secrete what? GTH, gonadotropin hormones. This hormones is divided in two hormones. One, it is known as the LH, another it is known as the what? FSH. Again, one it is called LH, other called the FSH. LH, that means the luteinizing hormones, FSH, follicle stimulating hormones. This GTH is not only affect the male, but this GTH is affect male and female both. It gives their impact on the male and female. So here we have to only study about the what? Male. And that's why this LH, luteinizing hormones, they are affect the leading cell. They are affecting what? Leading cell. And they are secrete the androgen. They are related with what? Secretion of the which one? Androgen. Where the leading cells are present? So they are present between the seminiferous tubules. In testes, if you take a section, then in testicular lobes, 1, 2, 3, what is present? Seminiferous tubules, or in between them, leading cells are present. So we just remember, LH, they are affect the what? A leading cell for the what? A production of the androgen. Where the FSH, that means the follicle stimulating hormones, they are affect the Sertoli cells. They are affect what? The Sertoli cells. Why? Because we discussed that where the sperm are come out from the seminiferous tubule, so they are embedded into the Sertoli cell. And for that, from the spermatid, if we need a sperm, so that's why for that process we need some factor. And for the activation of that factor, the FSH is required. So remember, it is affect on the Sertoli cell, and they are stimulate secretion of some factors which help in the process of the spermiogenesis. That means we can simply say that the spermatids are converted into spermatozoa or the sperm. For that we need some factors, and which is secreted by the FSH. If you write like this, if you write into the chart form, so that is not false in board. You can write, okay, but the information will be a true. So it will be accepted, okay. So now again, spermatogenesis is controlled by the hormones, in that which is the main gland? Hypothalamus. It is secreted what? GnRH, gonadotropin releasing hormones. From that, what it is affect? Pituitary gland. Which one? Anterior pituitary gland. Is secreting what? Gonadotropin hormones. They are in a two form, LH and FSH. LH, luteinizing hormones, affect the leading cells. That leading cell, they are producing androgen. Where here the FSH, they are affect the Sertoli cells. And they are to stimulate some factors which are responsible for the spermiogenesis. Okay, and that's why this process is very important. Today we are complete up to here. Here the gametogenesis, in that the production of sperm that we completed. How the sperm will be produced. Okay, how they are affected by the hormones and which type of structure they have. That everything we are taking in that. In our next lecture, we are start with the oogenesis, how it will be a form. Okay, so remember, you have to make your fair book compulsorily and write a theory 2 times each day. If you are getting the lecture over, then you have to compulsorily write theory 2 times and make your fair book. Okay, goodbye.